Hello, good day viewers. Still on WAEC 2024 mathematics theory questions. Here is our question number 4, which is under cycle theory. We're given a cycle here, which is ABCD with center O and the quadrilateral OBCD. OBCD. So this quadrilateral here is rhombus, such that angle ADO is Y according to them, which is also equal to OBA. So this angle and this angle are the same. And angle BAD is given as what? T. So we asked to find the value of T, the value of Y, and measure of angle ADC. So let's get started. So if you don't want to be dealing with angles, you can insert some variables in the diagram, and that's exactly what we are going to do. So since this is a rhombus, remember that opposite angles are equal. So let me start with something here. This line here is a chord, and this chord subtends an angle to the circumference. The same chord subtends an angle to the center. So what can you remember about that? Angle subtended to the center is twice the angle subtended to the circumference from the same chord. So if this is t, this will be 2t. So this is 2t. So once you insert some variables in it, you can work with them. And remember that opposite angles of a rhombus are equal. Therefore, this particular angle will also be equal to 2t. And remember that this is an isosceles triangle. The chord and the two radii form an isosceles triangle, and the base angles are always the same. So if we call this one x, this will have to be equal to x, right? And since this line divide the rhombus into two equal parts, remember that this angle and this angle are the same. So the chord divides the rhombus into two. Therefore, this angle will also be equal to x. This will also be equal to x. So we are done. So now let's start by finding the value of t. That's a part. Just observe that this is a cyclic quadrilateral because all the vertices are touching the circumference. And if you have a cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite angles are always supplementary, meaning if you add them together, you're going to get 180 degrees, which implies by adding t and 2t together, we are going to get 180 degrees. So therefore, we say that t plus 2t is equal to 180 degrees. And this is 3t equal to 180, and t, which we are looking for, is equal to 180 divided by 3, which is equal to 60, and hence t is equal to 60. We are done with A part. Then the B part, we are asked to find the value of y. How can we find it? Remember that this is an isosceles triangle, or let me just say a triangle, and the sum of all the interior angles of a triangle equals 180. So by adding 2t and 2x together, we shall obtain 180 degrees. So the B part, remember our main target is to find the value of y. We have 2t plus 2x, that is 180 degrees. But what is 2t? That would be 2 multiplied by 60, because t is 60, plus 2x, that's equal to 180 degrees. Let's divide every single term by 2. If you divide this by 2, you divide this by 2, divide this by 2, we have 60 plus x equals 90, and x will be equal to 90 minus 60, and x finally equal to 30 degrees, right? So if x is 30 degrees, how can we find the value of y? Just pay attention to this triangle right here, ABD. By adding y, x, and t together, which are the interior angles of that triangle, we shall obtain 180 degrees. So let's add all of them together. We have t plus 2y plus 2x, right? So t plus 2y plus 2x, that is equal to 180 degrees. But what is t? Remember, t is equal to 60. We have 60 here plus 2y plus, what is 2x? If x is 30, 2x will be 60. Let me do that directly, please. And this is equal to 180 degrees. 2y plus 120, because 60 and 60 is 120. This remain 180. And 2y will be equal to 180 minus 120. And 2y will be equal to 60. And finally, y will be equal to 60 divided by 2, which is 30. So y is equal to 30. I think this is, yeah, the B part. Then the C part, we're asked to find the measure of angle ADC. What is ADC? ADC. So we are looking for a combination of y and 2x. Y and 2x. So angle ADC will be equal to the combination of y and 2x, right? So this will be equal to y is 30 degrees. 2 multiplied by x. What is x? X is 30 degrees. 30 degrees. So this is 30 plus 60. Yep. And this is equal to 90 degrees. So the required angle is 90 degrees, which is this angle right here. This is 90 degrees. Now let us move on to question number 5.